Hey guys, it is Greg here with a 2021 vinyl tag. What is a vinyl tag? It's 20 questions that they put out every year at the beginning of the year for you to answer about your records, show off your records. Why is it a tag? I think in the old days you were supposed to tag someone and challenge them to do it, but now it's open to everybody, so why do we still call it a tag? I don't know. I'm going to challenge new people to make the video who haven't made videos before. If you're new to the vinyl community or you're lurking, you're not sure you want to get involved, this is a great chance to get involved and make that first video. Even if you don't want to show your face, just show your hands. Edit together pictures. We don't care. And if you don't have a bunch of albums to where you can answer all 20 questions, just do 8 questions. Just do 12 questions. Do whatever you're comfortable doing. And I'm gonna sweeten that deal and make it into a little bit of a challenge. If you are making your very first vinyl tag this year and you're new to the vinyl community, I'm gonna send you some records. I gotta get rid of a lot of records. I got too many records. I'm gonna send a care package of records of my choosing to at least the first 3 people who say, I'm new to the vinyl community and here's my vinyl tag. You gotta tell me in my comments here. And I only want to ship media mail to continental United States, but I want to challenge other vinyl community people. If you're in Europe and you want to send records to somebody in Europe, you know, more the merrier. I don't think I'm going to get a lot of takers for this, so I'm only offering it to the first 3. But if I get 100 takers, I need you folks in the vinyl community to step up and donate some of your records that you don't listen to, because you guys got millions of them. I'm going on 4,000 records. When am I going to listen to them? I have no idea. So make that video. And if you're an old timer making your first video, you probably don't need a care package of 5 of my criminal records. But if you're new, you don't have a big collection, I encourage you, make that video. Let me know. I will give you a shout out on this channel if you make a video and you're new. And I try to subscribe to everybody. So anyway, get to it, Greg. Quit yakking and get to it. These contest things where I got to go pull 20 albums and then, you know, takes me forever. So anything that involves me getting organized and cleaning up after myself, it's probably not a great idea. Okay, let's get into it. What is a new discovery of vinyl that you made in 2020? Well, maybe you guys heard of him because he's been around for a long time, but first time I heard this guy, Helu Mergia, keyboard player, organist from Ethiopia, and this is a kind of a well-known album in Ethiopia, and it was redone on the Awesome Tapes from Africa label, and this guy immigrated to the United States and is a cab driver in New York, but in his day he was one of those popular artists in Ethiopia, and I think he's playing the Farfisa organ. There's an Ethiopian sound that's just kind of cool, and check it out. Okay, I gotta get these questions off my phone. That means I gotta unlock my phone every single time. Why didn't you print it out, Greg? Because I don't have a printer in this room. A quarantine buy. Okay. This is gonna be me looking for records. I reversed those. This should have been the new discovery, and that was a quarantine buy. Doesn't matter. They're both new records I got in 2020. Delvin Lamar, his organ trio, soulful organ trio. It's almost jazz, but the music is really not jazz. It's really more R&B and soul. And if you look at the song names, Al Greenery, Memphis, Walk On By, Little Booker T. It's soulful, but I'm not sure it's jazz because the improvisation is sort of straight ahead soul. Does that make sense? I don't know if that made sense. I gotta literally unlock my phone. How do I tell this phone to quit unlocking itself? Locking itself. Okay. LP to find in 2021. I hate to go back to Blue Note because we're saturated with Blue Note, but 2 of my favorite records are coming out soon. Something Else, Cannonball Adderley and Miles Davis, and Wayne Shorter, Speak No Evil. Two of my favorites, and I have kind of the crappy old Blue Note copies, and the fancy copies are super expensive, so two great albums. I already have 2 copies of each, but I'm going to get the nice Blue Note ones that are coming out. Blue Note Classic Series. Box set. Okay, you guys will like this one. Do you have a good box set to show? Still in the wrapper, Wilco Summer Teeth. 5-disc set, I think. Original album, plus 24 previously unreleased outtakes. Live at Tower Records. Deluxe edition, kind of a shiny foil. And of course, this is a present for my wife. She got it for Christmas. It's not even open yet. What are summer teeth? I'm not sure I know what summer teeth means, but cool box set. Such a lucky lady, sometimes. And I'm unlocking my phone again. Why don't you just put these up on the screen? Why don't I put these up on the screen? You guys really want to sit and watch me do that? So I'll just talk while I'm screwing around with this thing. I should have printed it out. I'm sorry. I didn't print it out. Okay? I'm sorry. There's B-sides. I'm going to look at her list because I know she has the whole list on her thingy there. A concept album. It says concept album. It doesn't say good concept album. It just says concept album. And leave it to this guy. Who's this guy? Rick Wakeman, doing the 6 wives of Henry VIII. There's Rick, and there's the wives, and there's Henry. How we got them all to pose together, since all of them had their heads chopped off. Each song is a different wife of Henry VIII. Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, Jane Seymour. Leave it to the progressive rock guys to do something straight out of the Renaissance fair. I like Rick Wakeman's synthesizer stuff. This actually has more piano than I was expecting. I'm not saying it's a must-have, but for 99 cents, I got a concept album with Rick Wakeman on it. He's the piano keyboardist from Yes, if you don't know who that is. And his son, Adam, just did that Jazz Sabbath project, by the way. An album where the band changes direction, okay? I got a good one for this one. I got the ultimate change in direction. When this guy changes direction, music changes directions. When this guy changes direction, he makes the course of music change directions. That's right, Miles Davis, Bitches Brew. Is it 1970 or 1969? What some people consider the first jazz fusion album. And this is when I say Miles Davis changed music, changed the course of music at least 4 times in his life. This is kind of the last one. Very noodly, free, unstructured, improvisational. You don't know where it's going, but super important music, super important record in the course of modern jazz. Check out the cover. Half a face. Oh, half a face. How do you do that? Which do I look better as? I love this picture. Let's show you that picture again later. I will show it to you later. Okay, that was changing direction. White label promo. So, my wife and I both worked at record stores and record labels for like 20 plus years. We have so many promos. I can't pick one out. I mean, you know, when the record first comes out and they hand you a copy at the store, it's a promo. So we got millions of promos. So I'm going to take it to the next level. I'm going to take it to 11. A whole white jacket. You guys know what this is, right? No, of course you don't. It's a test pressing, and it's very rare. It's Analog Productions, which some people regard as one of the very best quality vinyl reissuers of all time. On RTI, the pressing plant RTI test pressing. There's no name on here. It says December 28th, 1994. And this is the great, underrated saxophone player Chico Freeman. And it's his record called I think it's called Spirit Sensible. Yeah, Spirit Sensible. I think from the 70s. It's got Cecil McBee. Very nice, interesting jazz record. And I found that on eBay for less than the record itself goes for. Although I need to put a label on it, because if I lose it and forget what it is, it's going to be a waste of time and money, isn't it? But it sounds great. A compilation. Compilation. Okay. I got a good compilation for you guys. You guys have never seen this. You guys have never heard of it. It smells like Van Spirit. A collection of Europe's pavement melodies. These are all unsigned bands. And this recording engineer, Martin, I'm going to mispronounce his name, Martin Bergen, Martin Berger, like the burger, got himself a van. There's the van. And he drove all across Europe for like 2 years and recorded 24 bands that were busking, playing out on the streets. So I just got this from Germany, so I'm going to do a whole review on this. I got to get around to doing it because this has been sitting here for a few weeks. But compilation of bands you never heard of. I'm not even going to bother reading their names. Trust me, they're not signed. I don't know if they have any records off besides this. But it is a compilation, an album that tells a story. Okay, I got a good one here. Here it is, 1975. This album is one of the most unusual albums by Willie Nelson, one of the great singer, songwriter, storytellers in country music. And this whole album is one story of an outlaw beginning to end. Guy rides into town, he shoots his wife and his wife's lover, and they chase him. I like the music, and it's recorded very sparse, very, guitar and a few instruments with not a lot of production. And the record label's like, oh, is this your demo? Are you going to go like in the studio and record that? And Willie's like, no, this is the record. I'm recording it. I'm releasing it this way. Sparse and authentic and down to earth. And it was a huge hit for him. The record label didn't think it was going to be successful at all, but it was a pretty big hit. What song is on here? There's a couple of big songs on here. And trust me, they're on there. I gotta get some water. 12 minutes into this thing. We gotta finish by midnight. Do I look okay in profile? Because I don't think it's my best side. Album that needs a vinyl pressing. All of them need good vinyl pressings. I can't think of one right now. A common album and an uncommon album. The most common cliched album of all time. Sometimes it just goes by its initials. WCOD. You guys know what it is? That's right. Whipped Cream and Other Delights by Herb Alpert. The Jewish guy who pretended to be Mexican, played the trumpet. Still alive in his 80s or 90s in Los Angeles. And she's, of course, covered with shaving cream. A little bit of whipped cream up here. That's the most cliched common album in all of, thrift shopping and all that stuff. I just grabbed an uncommon album. Nobody ever shows this on the vinyl community except me. Locust, Abortion Technician by the Beehole Surfers. Are you ready for the back? It's a weird trick. I got this for $1 at a garage sale. You might see some other garage sale stuff here. I bought 20 albums this year at an estate sale up in Calabasas. Okay, an EP. I've got a good EP somewhere. Okay, don't move. You're not going to be able to see this. This is a 10-inch with some weird artwork, but the writing, the name is so small. Can you see that? Ricky Lee Jones, one of our great female vocalists. This record has some live stuff and some studio stuff. My Funny Valentine, Under the Boardwalk, Lush Life. Classic tunes, but when you hear her version of Walk Away Renee, that is a tearjerker. Very intense. And what did I get this for? It was on sale for 25 cents. It was 75% off everything for $1. Nice record. check it out. Is it? I guess it's an EP because it's, you know. Why is it called extended if it's shorter? Can anybody explain that? Because, you know, that could help me out sometimes. A girl group? Do we use the word girl? Or young ladies? Or women? First I pulled out this one. The Waitresses has 2 ladies in it. And you guys remember the theme from Square Pegs. And what songs are on here? I know what boys like. Boys like me. This was popular when I was in high school. So that was going to be that was what I was going to show you. But then when I was putting this together, I ran across another record, girl groups from the 50s or 60s. And what is this? What is this record? MGM, Universal Artists, selections from the soundtrack of girl groups. I guess it was a movie. Leader of the Pack, the Shangri-Las, Diana Ross and the Supremes, the Velvets, Martha and the Vandellas, the Dixie Cups. All the girl groups on one record right there from the 50s, I guess. Okay, who's next? An album cover that I really love. Okay, I love this because this is a great photograph, and it's not very album cover-y, and you don't even know what it is because it doesn't say what it is. This is a great photograph, a really famous photograph from an artist named Tony Frizzell, and this is the original because there's no writing on here. If you got any writing, any name on here, it's not the original. This is Bill Evans and Jim Hall, Undercurrent, and this is such a unusual photograph. Woman underwater, nicely dressed. Is she alive? Is she breathing? This was set up for some kind of a fashion shoot, and there was a number of photos, but this is the most famous one, and because it's been in the public domain, you've seen a lot of groups have used this for their album covers. But it's just a hauntingly interesting photograph, underwater. And what was I going to say about it? I don't remember. United Artists, Bill Evans and Jim Hall. Oh, what I was going to say is this is such an unusual cover for a jazz record. This is very unjazzy in some ways. Beautiful black and white photo. Okay, what else do you want to hear about? Album I listen to the most? Well, the most in my life would probably be Abbey Road. I've already spoken about that. But the most this year, through the COVID, is this. Yeah, we're going classical. Bach. Vikingur Olafsson is a new, up-and-coming, sensational pianist. Pianist from Finland. Iceland. Yeah. I get those places mixed up sometimes. Iceland, and this record won a bunch of awards and really put him on the map. It's just called Johann Sebastian Bach, Johann Sebastian Bach, and it's got 30-something tracks. I put this in the CD player on repeat many days during the COVID. This is a good record for the brain. Okay, Bach is good for the brain. I hope you're listening to some Bach once in a while. An album that you have to get an OG copy of. I don't have to get any. I have zillions of original pressings because you work at the record store and they hand you a promo of a record the day it came out. That's an original pressing. So, I don't know. A lot of records there was only one pressing of, and there will only be one pressing of. I got a lot of those, but I never set out. Well, there's a lot. If I make $1 billion, there's a lot of jazz records I would go for original pressings on. If I would have bought Bitcoin at $300, I would be coming to you from a French chateau right now. Oh my God. It's killing me. Okay, what are we on here? Last album I purchased. Oh, it's in the stack over there. You guys, just to entertain yourselves while I get this record. It's over here somewhere. I forgot to pull it. I'm really sorry. I know you'll forgive me. Oh, crap. Where is it? Can't find it. Can't coming. This is not the one I was going to show you. Oh, watch out. This is just the record I was thinking of. Or is this last year's record? This is not the right record. This is not the right record either. Okay. Okay, here's one. No. We may have to pass that question because I can't find the record that I wanted. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have like 8 stacks of records crammed into the bedroom here. Album they don't get. This is one of the last albums that I bought, and it's an album that you all don't get, won't get, don't understand. It should be a lot more popular. It should be more talked about on the vinyl community. Nels Cline, amazing guitar player, and you guys know him from Wilco, but I've been following Nels Cline long before he was with Wilco, when he was just known as a guitar player, just composer. He's played in different bands, rock bands, but he's had his own band called the Nels Cline Singers, and the irony is there are no singers in the band. That's a joke. There are no. What's wrong with my computer? There are no singers in the Nels Cline Singers, and this is his second record on Blue Note. It's a 2-record set, and his stuff goes from droney to free jazz to melodic to electronic-y techno to just guitar craziness. If you've seen his solos with Wilco, they're very, some of them are very intensely noisy, bombastic, crazy, chaotic, which is cool. I like that. Go chaotic once in a while. That's the album that they don't get. Are we almost done with this? I feel like I skipped a bunch of records. But maybe not. Okay. We're going with Punk Album. I got a good one here. Celebrate, guys. Celebrate your favorite punk rock artist. Let Them Eat Jelly Beans. This is a compilation from I don't know when, 79, 80, something like that, on Alternative Tentacles Records. Very cool punk label. It's got liner notes by Mr. Jello Biafra. I can't read that print, it's way too small, but like every great American punk group at the time was on here. So distinctly American, not British punk. That's kind of the point of this thing. Hopefully you get the jelly bean reference. 17 extracts from America's darker side. Flipper, Black Flag, Bad Brains, Dead Kennedys, Circle Jerks, Subhumans, Geza X, Wounds, Christian Lunch, all kinds of goodies on here. For some people, you only need one punk rock album. That's it right there. We got others. Trust me. Okay, there's more. What's left? Favorite 2020 reissue. Where did I put it? What was I going to say for this one? Oh. The best one is the Tom Petty one, which is somewhere in the other room. Tom Petty Wildflowers, but we haven't even cracked that open yet. We haven't listened to most of the records we had for Christmas. But I told you I'd show it to you again. There it is. Miles Davis double image outtakes from Bitches Brew. Is this a reissue? Was this music ever issued before? I think it was, because it was issued on some kind of a complete Bitches Brew, but I love the artwork. I almost chose this for favorite artwork. These are outtakes. Outtakes? Oh. These are obviously this is an inset artwork from the main cover. You figured that out. I like this a lot. I wasn't sure I'd like it. You know, usually when they release outtakes, it's stuff that wasn't good enough to release in the first place. But when Miles Davis does something, it's probably good enough. It's just there wasn't room on the shelf for it. So this has kind of a mellower feel than Bitches Brew. So I like this. I recommend this, and I think it's on some wacky red vinyl or something. Yeah. artwork. It's big artwork. Beautiful. Rare Miles from the Complete Bitches Brew Sessions. Rarities on double LP red vinyl. All-star cast. I can name all these people, but I'll read them. Ron Carter, Chick Corea, Jack DeJohnette, Herbie Hancock, John McLaughlin, Wayne Shorter, Joe Zawinul. Others. What are we missing? 25 minutes. Holy. Okay, guys, I want to reiterate my invitation and my challenge. If you have not ever done a vinyl tag video, do it. We want to hear from you. We want more people to join the vinyl community. And if you're new, and especially if you're starting out as a collector, I'm going to send you some records. 3 or 4 of my records, they're not going to be the best ever. They're going to be stuff from, the back. But it's fun, and I will give you a shout out on this channel someday in the next, let's do this by the end of February, okay? End of February. Let me know that you made a new vinyl tag video, your first vinyl tag, you're new to the vinyl community. Let me know. The first 3 people, at least, maybe more, who respond, I can send you some records in the continental U.S. via media mail. And then you are sort of obligated to get on your channel and say, hey, here's some records that Greg sent me. These suck. They're scratched. I already have Herb Alpert. It'll be better than Herb Alpert, maybe. And then I challenge you other record vinyl community old-timers. Join in here and put down in the comments, hey, I'll give you some records. If we get some new folks, shout out to those people that are lurking and they haven't made videos. They're sitting around commenting and lurking. You got a cell phone. You got sunshine. You got internet. That's all you need. You don't have to do all 20 questions. Guys, thanks for staying up late with me on the here on the Vinyl Rundown. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave me your comments, and good or bad. All right? Have a great year. Thanks for watching, and sayonara. Bye-bye.